anything to do with Alan Tudyk, who would be on set wearing these rather fetching grey pyjamas because he was going to become a droid later, so he had these kind of the CGI suit on. But it was very, very, I don't know why it had to be really tight and skin-fitting and body-fitting, but whenever he came onto set, it would always kind of make everyone laugh, and it was actually lovely for the atmosphere on set, because obviously it can get quite stressful and there's a lot of pressure, but whenever Alan was around, it was always a good, fun scene or a good, fun day, and he has some wonderful one-liners in the film. He is absolutely spectacular in it.
That was a true cliff. Just over that was death if you walked that direction. So they decided since the beginning, don't wear your stilts, you can't get close to this edge, it's too dangerous. So they have a backpack with the telescoping, these two things and a head cut out. And it's not a really cool head, it's just some piece of poster board with a bad version of K2's face. And Diego came up to me at the beginning, he's like, Alan, I don't know if you know what happened, but you've demoralized the entire crew. Everyone is sad. You've lost all respect with this ridiculous backpack. Please take it off. And that was my first real introduction to Diego and his sense of humor. And for the entire shoot of the movie, it's called the Backpack of Shame. I dubbed it. I don't know that anybody else called it that but me. But Diego, oh my God, please take that off. Suddenly we're in a Mexican movie. It's ILM, it's amazing, everything is great. And now, what happened? Oh, it was gray. It did have little purple bits on it, I think. It had a lot of different markings on it, numbers and squares. It's their own suit. ILM does things their own way, and it's sort of most advanced.
Alan doing this droid, he would just look ridiculous, in that outfit with stilts, and he had these pajamas, very tight, with dots everywhere, and a very ridiculous hat. And you had to play like you were looking at a very dangerous looking droid, and it was so far from that. He was a very ridiculous, tall, clowny kind of man, and he was allowed to improvise on set. So he would be throwing lines to you, and it was very difficult to stay still and keep him serious,
I would say that would probably be this gentleman reciting Billie Jean is not my... Right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, in Shakespearean voice. That was pretty funny.
That wasn't bad.
No.
And then the song from Frozen.
I think turning up on the first day, seeing all those stormtroopers running around, it really kind of makes you feel like a big kid. You've grown up seeing these images and seeing these characters and seeing them in real life. It's just, I don't know, you just fall in love with it all over again. There's no greater aphrodisiac than being on a desert island surrounded by hundreds of stormtroopers. It makes you fall in love with that initial magic that made you a Star Wars fan.